I'm back here with a look at the total market cap. We're going to take a look at Caspa here in just a second. One thing I want to point out though, we have set a new all-time high for the total market cap, and we set that today. All right, here is your market cap. This red candle, this is about 45 minutes old. All right, well, the green candle here, I apologize. The red one, well, technically, by the time you watch this, probably yesterday. All right, but what I want to point out here is if we go back even to a monthly chart, one good thing here, which I've been wondering for quite some time now, quite honestly, is this a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we already did our fifth wave? No, it's broke up through levels. You can probably hear my cat in the background. I go out in my garage and do these videos. I have a little, like an office area space I do them in. Well, he's been on a catching moths and bringing them and getting praise of lately. So he lets them go. He don't kill them. He brings them to me and holds them down with his paw, and then gets his good boy pats and takes off for another one. But anyway, if you hear a cat in the background, that's what it is. Now, we took out this high here that was set back in December of 2024. All right, so what are we at? 8 months ago. This is on a monthly. All right, so here is August. We have set a new all-time high in the total market cap. Now, if we come over here, and all the market caps are up today. There's your total two right here at 1.53. All right, it has not set a new high yet. That's the total market cap of crypto without Bitcoin. All right, that's without Bitcoin, and here's your total market cap without Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, and you can see this is a monthly. You can see a resistance line right down through here. Alright, right down, right about there. Alright, see, that is basically wedging up. If you want a weekly, there you go. Alright, wedging up in here for a big breakout, it looks like to me. You know, we're up through some pretty key levels through these areas here. If you go back here the whole time, right now we're up above a 786 up here. Alright, so the RSI, here's your weekly, there's your MACD. MACD is turning up. The monthly looks great. Look at that, turning to the upside, and the MACD is still positive here. So that is your total three. That's all your crypto except Bitcoin and ETH. All right, Bitcoin and ETH eat up a large amount of the cap. You might as well say 1 trillion. Right there's the total at 3.9. So Bitcoin and ETH together basically have a $1.7 trillion market cap. Just them two. All right, then all your other cryptos just over a trillion, 1.02. So actually, Bitcoin and ETH, what, 1.08 or 1.8? I'm sorry. Yeah, they eat up a lot, but now you can see the total is up at 10.35 billion. Your total two's up 7 billion, and the total three is up 4.5 billion today. Even though, if you come over here and look at the crypto bubbles, got a lot of red out there, and this just flipped, right? This literally just flipped over here in the last hour. Yeah, you can see not a whole lot green out there. I think that's going to change, though. I really do. I think you got a lot of stuff that's pulled back decent enough now to get a decent bounce going. All right, let's come up here, Bitcoin dominance. Then we're going to look at Bitcoin, and we'll take a look at Caspa. All right, Bitcoin dominance 60.65. All right, that's beautiful. Look at that monthly heading straight down. The MACD about ready to roll right over like this. And this is your Bitcoin dominance, right? 60.64, almost breaking that support line. On the weekly, look at that. All right, the MACD is just, it hasn't even flipped in the negative yet, but it's pretty red, right? It's about ready to drop down below your middle line for the first time in what? That's January 2023, 23, 24, 2.5 years now. Basically, you're having your just about that's been how long it's been since this thing has rolled down. Let me shut my door 1 second here, guys. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna go the whole way back and start my video over again. About every 5 minutes he comes through the door with a moth. But anyway, on the weekly, yeah, you see what I'm talking about here? See how this has not gone down past your midline since way back here, January of 2023. It's been a long time. It's been above that line for a long time. All right, so Bitcoin dominance. It's getting ready to crash hard. All right, it looks like a 5-wave down. It's starting here. Looks like a 1-2, where you're getting ready to start a 3rd wave down. This could come at any time, really. Where's your daily? Let's take a look. And the daily is heading to the upside here. Looks like it might get a little bit of a bounce. But even on the daily of a 1, 2, 3, 4, as soon as we break this yellow line, game on, man. It's gonna start going hard. What was the target for that? The target is down below the support line. So we'll see what happens. You're going to get a little bit of a pullback in here. You can see, in fact, I can see it now. Right in here, right there. Pretty obvious. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this 5th wave is going to come crashing down through that support and get us rolling. No doubt about it. Bitcoin at 118.9. We nailed that bottom. Let's see here. Which one did we have that on? The Binance one, which I believe might be down here. Yeah, there it is. Yep, we nailed that. We got that bottom right back here. All right, and it's been a minute, I guess, since I did some videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, been a few days, maybe a week. But anyway, we nailed this bottom back here. That ABC we had measured out, if you remember. We took the right up here. A, B up to that 618. They've been right here, maybe with this wick down. And then take your measurement from there, A, B, C, right there, right? And we got our bottom to come in here. Beautiful, right? Bitcoin working its way up through here. It is up, let's see here, let's get this where it needs to be. Up at about that 618 area now. Looks like it's heading towards 130. On the daily, you can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves here. Could get a correction here from Bitcoin. Maybe Bitcoin dominance rolls over. I think the altcoins are getting ready to run hard. It's what I really truly believe. Your daily's almost at the top. The weekly is coming down. Your MACD. And we'll get some bearish divergence on that MACD here. Got this high and a lower high coming in for Bitcoin. And on the monthly, still heading up. You know, looking pretty decent. Nice spread here on this MACD. MACD looks good. Your 12-hour correcting. Got the 12-hour coming down. Alright, so yeah, looks like possibly a short-term correction here with Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably an ABC correction coming up. And maybe we'll get our altcoins to run here. You know, if I was personally watching Bitcoin, you know, I'd probably come in on a 4-hour here, put a trend line on it, and watch the thing. It's more likely, you know, it's going to do one of the two, an ABC, a 5-wave down. Sometimes a 5-wave down measures out with an ABC inside of it. Either way, probably going to get a correction here. You know, if you're watching Bitcoin for a correction, I would put a fib up on here, you know, and watch when it gets to that 618 and see what happens. You know, 618, 702 area up at 120, 121. 121's your 702. See if it stops there, starts rolling over for a C leg, or see if it just comes up back to this 382 and rolls over for 5 weeks. I think it's just going to do an ABC in here, quite honestly. So keep an eye on that right around 121. See if it gets projected or not. But overall, I think we're heading up towards that 130,000 mark. Speaking of, if you want to, our Discord community, it's a level 3 membership in the description of the video. You come over there and join us. Got a lot of great traders over there. We have an alt season coming up. We have over 160 members in there. All right, it's a level 3 membership. It's in the description of the video. And if you're looking for a place to trade, check out BitTunex in the description of the video. They have a lot of good stuff coming up right now. A lot of awards you can get for trading volume and so on over there. So please check that out also. Definitely helps the channel if you sign up through there. All right, on the 12-hour with Kaspa. This is the area we were watching to see if we would get through or not. And it was off this prior high back here. All right down through here. Seeing if we made it up through this 618702 area. Right, came up, got rejected again, basically back up in this area. All right, pulled back down. Could possibly go a little bit lower, but wedging up big time. All right, look at this wedge forming on this thing. Let's pull out and take a look at that. Look at the size of this wedge on here. Now, if we really let's take a look at the RSI. 12-hour straight down. Your daily coming up, but I believe it's rolling over down here a little bit too. MACD is trying to turn back up here, trying to cross. You can see that there is attempting a cross back to the upside. Quite honestly, let's get in here and take a look. Looks like it might do one more push down, maybe possibly a 5-wave correction here. If it does pull back down, oh yeah, you can see it could pull back down to the bottom of this wedge. Believe it or not, back down towards 6.8. That would put it down here for another hit on the bottom side of this wedge. Watch either for it to come down there or for a bounce right in this 8.3 to 8.5 area, your 618702. See if we get a bounce there and it heads back up. Big area to take out that would show me a bottom is in on this thing is right up here at that 0.098. It takes out that high. All right, that would definitely prove something to me. If it don't, let's put a bib on this thing and see where it's at. Yeah, look at that. Perfect 382. Let's get that out of the way. 382 retracement in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could get a 5th wave down here. Don't be shocked if we pull down in this lower level. Down around 6.6, 6.7. Very, very possible. All right down to the bottom of this wedge here. Out on a weekly. Weekly looks like it's coming down. MACD, trying to get up over that midline here, and on a monthly, not much of a monthly, really. All right, we come back on a weekly. Let's take a bigger look at this thing, right? Get this off out of the way. You would be expecting definitely a bounce to the upside, right? Out of this wedging up in here. Starting to get tight. If it does pull down here at 6.6, start heading back towards the upside, that could be our our breakout area here. Definitely don't want to miss this one here. I mean, you take a measurement the inside of this thing. What kind of move could we get out of this? You would expect it to the upside, right? I mean, down wouldn't make any sense. That'd put that thing back down around 2 cents or something. That'd put us back up. Up towards 19 cent area, right up in that range. And if we put a fib on the whole outlook here, even back up that 15 to 16 cents. That's your 618702 area. All right, so watch for a possible pullback down here towards the lows, down in that area. Don't be shocked if it pulls down here. All right, got a support coming up down through here. Get down, get that on there a little bit better. Right up through here. All right, go out on your weekly, draw your trend line on there. Like I said, don't be shocked if it gets a pull down there. It has broke this trend line up through here. Might be coming up to retest it. Like I said, if it takes out that, what is that, 9.8? Yeah, 9.8 area up towards 9.9. Then it could be starting back towards the upside here, but not. I don't think it's really looking that way though. It looks like another possible wave down. All right, so keep your eye on everything. Market looks like it's winding up. Like I said, we hit a new all-time high today on market cap, and I think a lot of these things are getting pullbacks to the area. But if Bitcoin does an ABC, you could definitely see a deeper correction out of a lot of stuff here. Look at over here. You got the correction it did last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what do we got going on now? Possible here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get that fifth wave down again here, just like over here. Very possible. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. Please hit that like and subscribe. Come join us in Discord, and I'll talk to you very soon. Have a great day.